Last time, I don't know. Last time I told you about the interview. I just want to go there because I want to explain to you something. That's why I say I don't know how I was born in some. Every time, how am I someone from Central Africa? I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Last time I was talking about to watch, the interview of Candace who went with Xavier Poussard. French, I mean, I was surprised when I saw him for the first time. He's very young, a French journalist, independent journalist of investigation. He did a lot of work. He's the one who talked about Brigitte Macron lately, but that guy's done a really good job. But when you watch the interview, there is something he say, and like I say earlier, I mean that in my other video, like I say that it looks like now in Europe, more and more people are complaining that free speech is dying. And you heard JD Vance also, who was talking about the problem of free speech in Europe, and he gave example of the man who was arrested because he was in front of a hospital. I think it was in England, and he was just praying there in front of the hospital, and they kind of, it's sad because this country is, it's sad. I mean, I don't want to go in further reflection on that. But where I want to go is I want to say something. You see, Xavier Poussard is a young man. Okay? He made his life in danger, almost in the front line to find the truth. The truth of a secret of the state, the secret of their country. And when he said that, when he was doing the investigation about Brigitte Macron, people even went to have some threat, okay, even to his family, but it didn't stop him. He kept doing the investigation. Now I think he lives somewhere in Europe. I think so. And I want to say something. You see how these people, for the truth, can make their life in trouble. Many European of these countries who colonized Africans, okay. Some of them, not those of mainstream media, but some of them who are independent journalists believe in justice, believe in free speech, believe in the fact that each country should have their freedom, okay? These European independent journalists, sometimes they do a lot of investigation and they put their life in danger. There are some of them who do investigation about African cases involving their countries. And sometimes, let's say, for example, okay, there is one, for example, I will just give one. I don't know if you heard about situation of the former president of Angola, his daughter, Isabel dos Santos, okay, the so-called billionaire female, African female, I don't know. We know how she got that money. No comment on that, and we see how she spent that money, okay? But there were a journalist of investigation who was doing a lot of investigation about her, how she got all this money, how she managed with her late husband, and because there was a situation of a banker or somebody like that of hers in Portugal who had a strange death. And then the guy, as they were investigating, they found out that it wasn't a normal death, okay? It was something that was happening. He ended his life. And you know why people, they don't stop here. They need to know the why. It's always like that. They need to know the whys, okay? In Africa, you're gone. But them, they need to know, okay? And then as he was doing the investigation, he was going up, 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 up to straight to Angola. And you know the story is a long story. Those who understand the story, you know about her. Okay, I'm not going to get there. But the greed, in one word, greed. Okay. In my country, we had people. You have also French journalists who are also helping many Africans. And when they do investigation like that, they go to secret of state. They reveal that. Sometimes they give document, or sometimes they write books, or they do TV report. I mean, their own, in a way. Sweat, blood, fear, putting their life in danger. And what they do at the end is they give it to Africans. Take it. Take it. I've done the work. Take it. African people, they take it. What do they do with it? Yes. We thought about it. That's all we do. Emotional. And then, you have the proof now of what your republic, what your authorities are doing with the people of these countries in Europe. And then what do you do with that? Nothing. What I do, panel on TikTok, panel on YouTube, just talking and nothing else. So the journalists, the European journalists who almost died for that and probably will be killed. Like I told you for Moumié, sometimes they poison them. Sometimes they poison them. These guys take the risk for the truth, for you to know about your country so you can free yourself. What do? Gossiping about it, emotional, and so on and so on. I don't know what to say anymore because, there are journalists, European, everybody is not like that. There are people who believe in human rights. There are people who believe in justice. There are people who believe in free speech. When they do work like that, they give it to you when you do investigation like that, it takes years. It takes years and it takes danger for your life. You give it to African, what do they do? Oh yeah, we knew it. That's all they do. That's all they do. We are not ready for the change. But Africanism cannot work like that. I'm sorry. I love this ideology. I believe in it. But it will take time. Because if someone gives you proof of what you were suspecting, and that person is from that country, he risks his life, his family, to give the proof to you. The only thing you do is to do panel and talk about it. Because our own work is to gossip. Talking, gossiping, talking, dancing, singing, talking, dancing, singing. We can go nowhere like that. We haven't reached, I say it again, it's not about racism. We haven't reached the mindset yet. I told you last time, most of the countries in Europe who had monarchy or whatever you call them, monarch, they still have their monarch. Sweden, Denmark, Netherlands, Belgium, Spain, England. You see them, Greek. One country doesn't have anymore. The French, they removed their monarch. Freedom. And the monarch, the kings at the time were like gods. Imagine what it meant. We are not there yet. I watched a movie, we close here. I watched a movie, I remember years ago. It was Mel Gibson, I think, Braveheart. That movie marked me so much. That movie marked me so much. In that movie, if I remember well, I think there was Scotland opposing England, something like that, if I'm not wrong. But they were oppressed by the English. What they were doing, it was so humiliating. The work they were doing for them, labor, and also taking their women, taking their girls. Okay, like for example, a young man was getting married with his wife, who was probably a virgin. The lords, they came, they took the girl, and you have nothing to say. The oppression, the humiliation was so high. But in the movie, they didn't have all the munition or the weapon that the English had. No. But the people had enough. You know what they did? The brain. The brain. They were thinking, how can we get our independence from that? How can we get our freedom for that? It's too much. They start thinking. They use the little thing they had around in their land. Wood. Think. Their brain. That's how you know that God, the brain, and I always say that the brain is the most powerful weapon. When you know brain, God has, this is the master, I don't know how to explain that. One of the greatest things that God has created is the brain, human brain. Human brain can do anything. This capacity that God created in the human capacity, the brain, is even more powerful than a laptop, than a robot, human brain. These people were thinking, how can we get our freedom? We don't have what they have. They say all night they were working, thinking, doing stuff with the woods. Some weapon with the... No, that movie. When they came, at some point, Mel Gibson was crying. He shouted, freedom! Freedom! They fought for their freedom. They fought for their freedom. In Africa, we haven't reached that. Maybe the other ones, because when I talk about the Umunyobe, they did, but the problem is the population, the entire population didn't really support them completely. Because sometimes, when you read about what happened to Lumumba, some people in Congo were happy, in Zaire were happy when Lumumba was killed. Go wait, go watch. Yeah. But that movie, I remember when my young aunt say, when the people want his freedom, even if it's small, even if he has nothing, nothing can stop them from freedom. Nothing can stop them to get their freedom. That was the lesson of that movie, Braveheart. When you look in our countries, we are not there yet. Too far behind. We are okay to suffer. That's what I say, we are okay with breadcrumbs. These people on the head of the country, they do whatever they want with your money. You are working that money. Your parents have worked that money with dignity. They sweat. No, they take it. They go to private jet, luxury life with your money. There is no anger. Enough is enough. They start fighting for 1, 2, 3 months or a year, and then after that, we are tired. Africa. God will not help us. The desire of freedom must be higher than everything. They will never respect us until we show the sign. You see how they fear Burkina Faso today? Central Africa. you are really far. You are so corrupted. Too corrupted. I'm sorry to say that. Thank you for watching.